Man, it's been a man. Well, I was gonna say just forget something. I'll say forget something off my chest actually.
We're starting early.
But man, welcome to another episode of the workshop, where it's always work to be done. Like I said last week, if this is your first time here, thanks for joining us. Hope you come back, and if you're here again, we're happy to see you. Man, Braxton, what's going on? How you doing, bro? You got the workshop put in. If you before we go any farther, 1 minute in, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like. Drop a comment in the comment section, and give us a follow on the gram. The workshop _pod, man. The workshop. I don't give it. You ain't gotta follow me. Follow the podcast page. Follow the pod page. Follow what's going on. You got the workshop, looking good. Chicago Bulls on the hat in the background. What's going on?
And it's in the background too. Honestly, 7 years apart, but 91, 98. But
Let's keep it count.
There was a guy who didn't lose, but it's fine. That's neither here nor there. We're not going to get on that so much. I have the workshop hoodie on. A lot of people say they love the pod. They love the pod. What we're doing. But you ain't got no merch. So if you love the pod, show it. Get some merch. We got some stuff coming. More coming soon.
For sure. Yeah.
Definitely for the fellas. For the ladies too.
Yeah, ladies like wear hats.
We got the caps coming soon. Yeah. We gotta get the t-shirts. I'm ready to get on the t-shirt game. See what we can get a good spring. We did the hoodies.
Right.
Fall, winter. Fellas, if you still have your hoodie, maybe your lady didn't take it. Maybe you don't have a lady to take it. Yeah. Ladies, maybe you got your own because you support the workshop. Either way, I'm chilling, bro. Yeah. It's been good. Life's good.
Life's good.
It's ghetto, but it's good.
Yeah, that's life, man. You know what's crazy? Well, now that you mention it, you talking about the workshop for the ladies, and it just jogged back a memory that I was sitting having a conversation with a young lady, right? Mm-hmm. And she was like, "You guys don't really, where's the content for the women? What y'all doing for the women?" I was like, well, if you look at the engagement, if you look at the stats,
hey man,
our audience doesn't really reflect with the women too much. So if y'all want more women, y'all got to tap in with us. Y'all, when we go for the Instagram Live, y'all got to call in, drop the comments, watch the episodes. Y'all got to come on. Let your voices be heard, because I can't speak for y'all. Braxton, can you speak for the women?
I most definitely cannot.
Darvin, can you speak for the women?
No.
I can't even speak for these niggas. Honestly, I can only speak for myself, So I don't never speak from, I try not to speak from a general, like, this is how men feel. This is how I feel, So the workshop is for everybody, but we are definitely targeted towards a certain, viewership. So, if you want your voices heard, speak up. Speak up. Darv, how you doing, bro?
Well, I'm a year older this week.
Sure. Happy birthday.
Cue the applause.
Yeah, happy birthday to the fellow of the workshop, man. Many blessings. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
You have
New year,
any plans?
Not shit.
Okay, all right.
Not shit.
Not 30 yet, right?
Not 30. Not quite. We a year away from it, big 2-9, big 2-9. I can't complain, man. I'm healthy. I'm breathing. Can't say nothing. Anything is wrong with me right now. My week wasn't the hottest. I ain't have no phone.
Ooh.
Was dealing with crack phone issues, man. If you know, you know. If you ain't got a case on your shit, man, get you a case for your shit. Most of y'all probably smart enough to know that already.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna lie. I went a little while without a case.
You was naked iPhone?
I was naked for a little bit. Yeah. Unfortunately.
Well, you had an iPhone that was naked?
Naked iPhone joint. I lost my case, man. It's a long story.
How you take your case off and lose it?
It's a long story. I couldn't explain it, but
okay.
All right.
It happens.
I lost the case, took it off. The phone smacked the ground like
face down.
Man, on the back, but it hit so hard that it funneled through the front.
Over with.
You know.
It was gone.
It was gone. Yeah. I was using like a third of the screen, you know.
Yeah.
So, but I got.
You was chipping your fingernail.
That boy like he was
turning it and shit.
like he's playing pool. Like
Yeah.
I'm dead. I messed his fool.
I've been finessing this week to say the least.
Did you get something new now though?
Got something new.
Yeah, there we go.
In fact,
Is it
the
and
new
it's cased?
16 with
Oh, that's what we got to be recording on.
Man, I'm
that's
saying.
what we need to use.
Got the 16 with the case, so I'm stepping my game up. I had an XR, so it had been
wow.
It had been 2020 since I upgraded, but I only upgrade shit when I need to. You know, that's me.
Yeah,
for sure.
That's probably the best way to do it.
100%. Yeah, you got to.
Birthday, got a new phone. Had to take my PC to the shop. My PC was fucking up. Apparently, to get a diagnostic on a PC, it costs the same amount as it would to take or get a diagnostic for a fucking car.
Oh my god! Wow. How much was it?
$180, but
does it go towards the repair too, or no?
Absolutely not.
No, that's just to look.
Just for these
just in case.
to tell you what the fuck is wrong. Man.
Well, we think we found it,
and then they don't give you no guarantee or nothing that they gonna fix the shit. Yeah. But they give you like a membership. You can take it back for the whole year, however many times they'll do like a little maintenance on it. And then charge me another $200 for the part to put into it. But all that I got sorted out on my birthday week, so I'm pretty fucking ecstatic. It's been a pretty great weekend.
At least you got a cut.
Oh
yeah,
got a fucking haircut since November. When was the Michigan game? It was in November, at the end of November.
You haven't had a haircut since November?
Man,
you couldn't tell?
I mean, I'm not about to be like watching nobody head.
My
like
shit
that.
crispy though. Like my shit crispy.
That was crazy.
Mario, that nigga did his thing this week. As usual.
He did surgery. He had to.
Yeah, brought the caveman back to life. So yeah, I got a haircut. Thank you for noticing, Grayson. Appreciate you. Got the crispy dispy.
Did anybody get you anything? Did you have any lucky?
No. Fuck
man.
no. I didn't get shit for my 29th birthday.
Damn.
I usually go out of town to see my mama. She usually take good care of me. But not this year. So I missed out on it.
Bryson knows somebody get you a Grace. He need to get you a Darvin. 2025. Darvin, we need one lady at the pod. We need somebody to support us behind the scenes. So.
I mean, everywhere we go.
Where we go? We're not saying. What you want us to say it now?
Y'all be having them follow y'all everywhere y'all go?
I'm just saying is I went to an establishment with Grayson, and there were a lot of other people in the room, and somebody walked by and said, "Oh, Grayson's here." I said, "Yo!"
Like him being here says a certain.
Was like, "Oh, Grayson's here."
Okay.
Like she was finna, step her game.
The level of this party elevated when he walked in.
It wasn't necessarily a sophisticated setting, but it definitely went up another notch.
Okay.
Let's just say at the end of the night, niggas got maced and if somebody got punched on and their shoes got taken.
It wasn't a scholastic book fair by any means either, We can be honest. We were not at the library. We were far from it.
I can tell you, in Wichita, niggas love to fight.
Bro.
So if you go out of Wichita.
But imagine fighting after night and listening to R&B.
R&B night.
Fighting on R&B night is crazy. Menace to society.
What R&B song could they play to make somebody trip?
It had to be Let It Burn or Confessions.
Had
to be. I'm talking
Usher?
like 06 Usher. Had to be.
Usher's like the Waka Flocka of like R&B.
I mean, think about it. Usher was really crashing out on that album, but it was so like artistically put together. Yeah. It was just like, oh wow,
right.
like I feel your pain. And then I was like, damn, maybe I should act right, but no.
no, that's not what happens.
Feel your pain. Yeah, no. So yeah, definitely after night of R&B, but yeah.
Step in the Name of Love.
Oh, step, side to side,
round and round, dipping now.
that might set it off. Niggas practicing, they shadow boxing in the fucking corner.
Right. Might step on somebody's toe. Bro. But yeah, bro. Again, happy birthday.
Appreciate you.
Blessed to see another one, man. Man. It's been a terrible week for me, I ain't gonna lie. This has been an awful week, bro. What? I got my 3 wisdom teeth pulled on Monday.
Oh yeah, he was in the gulag.
My shit's still hurting. My shit a little swollen still. I've been on them drugs. They gave me some perks. I've been on some perks all week, bro. Drugged up. I went to work one day this week, and I went home early.
I'm dead.
You were trying to go to the hoop session. And I was like, you're tweaking.
Oh yeah, Grayson trying to get active tonight.
No, I'm trying to. I put these sweats on. I put these sweats on. So, bro, I hate the dentist. Like that shit is the worst experience. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, there's never a point where I'm like, I'm gonna go because I need to go and get my teeth cleaned and ever get taken a shower.
That's important.
But I hate going. It's never a good experience. Well, they didn't put me under. They just numbed me for all three. So, nigga, my shit numb right up here. My shit hella numb. I can just hear, like, I can just feel them, like, yanking on my shit. Pow. Pow, just yanking on my shit. They get to this one. This is the one that's bothering me. He like, okay, we gonna have to drill into this shit. I'm trying not to listen. I just got the stunner shades on, looking up like,
it just get cold as hell.
Bro, I'm ready for this shit to get done, bro. I'm just like, please get this over with. He start drilling my shit, bro. When they get to the nerve, I feel all that shit, bro.
No can't do shit.
I'm like, hey, yo. Y'all gonna have to numb me. Y'all gonna have to shoot me up again, dog. Oh, we not making it through this. Y'all gotta shoot me up, bro.
Niggas had to pause.
Oh, please, bro, because I'm not gonna. I was like,
I need a break.
I need a break because they had to shoot me up again, and that's the shit that's still like everything else feel cool. This one's still bothering me, but I am getting better. But that shit felt like I was going through real surgery.
You were.
Yeah,
you were. That is surgery.
I'm really recovering.
What's the average age to get your wisdom teeth taken out? Nigga, you a little old, ain't you?
Nigga, I don't know.
That's crazy. Yeah, you are. I got mine out. Bro, mine was crazy because I got mine out before my freshman year. I got braces. Yeah. I got braces the week before. Then they went in and took my wisdom teeth out. And while they were doing that, one of my teeth was like embedded up here. So they attached a chain to it and they pulled it down over the course of my braces. And that's why it's actually in place now. But that week, I tried to go back to school. I told Gracie the story. I tried to go back to school. And like, if you was in Mr. Garrick's law class freshman year, you know, it just got infected and my jaw was like to here.
Damn.
I'll never forget, Buddy was like, you need to go home.
Yeah, you gonna be all right.
I was up here like, and it was like one of those ones like you seen like a Professor Clump or like a Medea movie where you just sweat like you think you're cool, but you just it's hot here. What's going on? What's going on? Everybody else
comically big.
Everybody else chilling. It was huge, bro. It looked like I had a big ass Eddie jawbreaker.
I was about to say,
It was disgusting. He was like, "You need to go to the nurse right now." I went home. It was infected because I was doing too much, trying to get back. And so that's what I told him. I was like, "Bro, you're tweaking. Do it."
Yeah, because I was feeling cool that day. Then the next day, I was like, "Nah, I probably made the best decision." And I still ain't ate no solid food for real. I've tried, but like, I've been sticking to the mashed potatoes and the soft stuff. So, nigga probably lost like 5 pounds. Probably needed it, you know. Getting yogurt. I don't even like yogurt. I've been feeding myself ice cream.
Getting a yogi.
But yeah, Dennis ass. Hashtag ass.
Agreed.
But it's the first weekend first 2 rounds of March Madness, man. They came to the city. Wichita hosted the first 2 rounds. We got some big dogs. Got Houston, Gonzaga, Georgia, Texas Tech, Drake. What have y'all been to a March Madness tournament? And then what do y'all think this could do for like the city in general?
I think it could do a lot. That's what I was just saying, Braxton. This is the second time that Braxton just told me this is the second time we host it. It's kind of like every 5 years, then they do like a little reevaluation. So hopefully we get reevaluated to go again because I'd like to go. It'd have been good to see some of the teams like McNeese State out of Louisiana, Lake Charles, Louisiana. My dad went to college there right up the street from where my parents grew up. Shout out to them. They won their first game. God.
Absolutely throttled
in the fucking second game, but that's irrelevant, man. Got the one that they needed, but yeah, it could do a lot. Interest Bank is like usually pretty busy. I mean, we had Lil Wayne here, Kevin Hart, so we had some big names. Interest pulling some big names, so I think the future is bright for Wichita in the NCAA tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's cool. I always tell people like I got to see it like from a cool angle, right? Like when I was in TV, like following KU, and so that journey was like they went to Fort Worth, and they went to Chicago, and they went to New Orleans for Final Four. And like I can tell you, like right now, the first four weekend was actually cool, first and second rounds, because that's where North Carolina and KU were both on different sides, but they would eventually meet in the national championship game. So that was tight. We didn't know it then, obviously. North Carolina barely beat Baylor, I think in the second round, and then KU barely beat Creighton in the second round of that. So it was cool to kind of see all that. But I mean, to me, and this is just maybe, I think Wichita did just enough, if not more than Fort Worth did. Granted, Fort Worth isn't technically Dallas, unless you consider Dallas Fort Worth, but it's a 40, 30, 45-minute drive to where you can have the happenings of Dallas. But the Fort Worth compared to Wichita, it's Dallas. It's a taste. But you have the closeness to Dallas that you get that clout. So, but for the first weekend, I think Wichita did a good job. And it was cool because you see, Wichita's a major airport. I was at work, and you just see the teams flying. They parked behind my job, get off the stairs, go right to buses, and then they all police escorts. So it's tight, and you see that stuff. I think the city showed out. From what I saw, what I went to today, it seemed like people are excited. People love basketball around here. Yeah. So
definitely a basketball city.
Yeah, and it's definitely like one of those things that why they built this arena to bring more stuff like that too. And it's kind of like, man, it's better than watching Thunder hockey there, right? Yeah, so let's bring more stuff like this. And then you like some good concerts here now. Yeah. I think that would be. Like you said, Wayne was a minute ago.
All those been a while ago.
Yeah. So if they get some more stuff, man. But yeah, Wichita shows up and shows out. So I think it's always cool.
Yeah, I think that. So I went to the first round, the second round in Greensboro, North Carolina, when I was. And they didn't do. Like, it was a cool experience. Like, you watching basketball all day because we had tickets for the first round and the first round and the second round. Mm-hmm. So you're there watching basketball all day. If you a sports junkie, you gonna have a good time because you just watching basketball all day, watching supreme athletes play all day. But I think the dope thing that Wichita did compared to like Greensboro is like when we wanted to go get food or go do something else, we had to get in a car and go leave out the area.
There was busting people around?
Or no, we had to just drive somewhere else. It's where outside of the arena to go find somewhere to eat. In Wichita, they had the whole thing set up to where you could just walk around. They had bars out and, venues out, food trucks outside of interest banking around the area. They made it a whole weekend event instead of just, people just coming to the game and then going home. You can make a whole day out of it. You could have went out there and you didn't have no tickets to the game and probably still had a good time. They had the game on the. I didn't go out there because my tooth, so I wasn't out there. But they had it at the park. The games playing at the park with food trucks and stuff like that. Yeah, like a little fan fest.
I should have went outside. I didn't know they was having an outdoor thing until you told me Braxton had went and he was at the outdoor part. I would have just liked to interact with all the other fans and stuff. Yeah. See the people that come to travel to watch their team play.
It was pretty deep.
Yeah, I seen some like Gonzaga shirts that one day. I was like, damn, they traveling.
Them niggas just took a fade. They sick.
Yeah. In March Madness, it's definitely like, for me, top tier sporting events, right? What's some of your favorite March Madness moments? I say Gordon Hayward, his run at Butler was definitely
was a heave away from a national championship.
What's the name? Mario Chalmers shot for KU. Yeah. When I remember being in sixth grade when that happened, 2008 versus Derrick Rose in the Memphis Tigers.
I remember Derrick Rose and Chris Douglas Roberts missing like 16 free throws down the stretch.
Yeah.
And losing that game. Everybody remembers that shot, but they missed 20 free throws before Mario made that shot.
Yeah. Even last year, DJ Burns busting onto the scene was fire.
Yeah, he was
big man. Yeah. So there's always somebody that comes out in this season. I think one of the other games I had was UNC versus, was it Nova?
Chris Jenkins hit the game winner.
Fire, yeah. So that was a good day because UNC hit the go ahead and then they came down and hit
that shot was insane. That Marcus Page hit.
Yeah. So I think those are some of my favorites. Some of y'all favorites.
Yeah. No, agreed. I mean, again, KU New Orleans is always going to be top for me just because I was there and that whole, didn't sleep that entire day and was definitely kicking it that entire week in New Orleans. If you know, you know. But, man, there's so many of them, right? I mean, even some Wichita State's runs was cool. Yeah. Like, I remember when we was in elementary school and they were we was watching the games in class. Like, that's how much, that run got everything excited. Like, the first one, even Mark Turgeon, I'll probably say that Sweet 16 run.
That Sweet 16, they lost to George Madison?
George Mason. Yeah, everybody was like, okay, this team is kind of cool. And then, of course, you had the Lowell, then Marshall come, and then you have the runs that he went on. It's like, damn, they beat KU. like stuff like that. I've loved watching some of the K-State runs. Obviously, those were when I was in school, and we've been a game away from the damn Final Four.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why we couldn't get past Sister Jean and her homies, but that was to go to the Final Four. And Cam will say to this day, because he was the drumming on the team, and he nobody hurts more than Cam because he was there to be kicking it at the Final Four.
Cam, one of those fans that he feel deeply about
because he would have win. It would have been drumming as a free trip.
It was also the confidence too, because we
just beat Kentucky.
Yeah, and we got a
we got
on paper is an easier team. Yeah, Chicago.
All right. Until Clayton Custer went crazy on them boys.
Clayton.
Kansas
City. Yeah.
Kansas
so, but yeah, March Madness is cool. It's where it's at. It's one of the best sporting events. And you see Buddy from McNeese with the NIL deal now. Oracon.
Managers get NIL deals. He got $100,000 NIL deal for being a manager.
To walk out with that damn boombox.
And he hit the portal.
Yeah,
he hit the portal.
He going to NC State with the coach.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's funny.
Shit, crazy, man.
That's actually hilarious.
That's crazy. Yeah,
6 figures to full towels. You know, you might have to pack the travel bag, get everybody's shoes and stuff. But you there's so many managers. You probably the head manager, and to make 6 figures.
Off of NIL
off
deal.
Of walking
Shout out to him.
That's tight though.
Yeah.
That's tight. Under Armour flew out, had him a custom sweatsuit.
I'm not hating.
I'm hating. I'm hating.
Yeah, he getting a lot.
I'm hating.
He put that. I'm not gonna say they deserve to lose because of that, but he definitely got. I mean, it was coming.
Crazy.
People, it was coming.
Yeah.
You doing all that for your manager, nigga. Y'all niggas need to play better. He ain't lacing up his shit. They gave him a suit. Why come the players ain't get shit? They lost.
Had his name on it in gold.
And these niggas and the players lost. They ain't got nothing.
BTA.
The Cowboys, McNeese Cowboys.
What's some of your favorite March Madness moments?
Braxton kind of just went over it real quick, but I thought, and just being from Kansas, I'm from Ohio. I'm born in Ohio, but I'm from Kansas. But the Wichita State versus KU game, and there was a lot of people that went to my high school that was involved. I say a lot of people. There was 2 guys that was involved in that game that went to Heights High School. It was kind of like a big brother, little brother situation. Honestly, that's how I took it as. And I remember for years and years and years, and y'all know this too, that KU fans shit on Wichita State fans. You know, little brother, they never beat us. You're not no good. All this stuff, and they showed up. They played a game, and both teams at their apex, and Wichita State beat them.
Yeah,
I thought that was. I watched that at Buffalo Wild Wings, Cam's Buffalo Wild Wings in Manhattan. Okay. I thought that was awesome. Also, Ohio State, they lost that final or that Elite Eight game to Wichita State.
Yeah, I was in Chicago watching the game in Ohio State gear, and everybody else is in WSU shit.
Yeah, that was a hard loss. And then a couple years before that, we was in the Final Four versus Kansas and Jeff Whiffy, and they beat us in the Final Four.
That's a name I heard in a minute.
Long time. Jeff Whiffy's a pretty decent college player.
Who's your favorite Ohio State basketball player?
Probably Jared Sellinger. He's from Northland. My cousin went to Northland High School in Columbus. So I'll say Jared Sellinger for sure.
You not fucking with Aaron Craft?
Aaron Craft was really good.
That was my favorite. I mean, he's not the best, but he definitely carried for the time span he was there. He was like the first,
as a freshman,
right? The first 5-year senior. Everybody, he was like, you know how everybody Perry was in school for 10 years. You know, they pulled the same car with him, so he definitely carried us through some time.
Well, people say that whenever you're good enough to play as a freshman.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because not all freshmen get to play.
Yeah. Do you have are you a K-State fan? Would you say,
bro?
Basketball?
Actually, it's crazy. I actually grew up a KU fan. I was a diehard KU fan, but then when Roy Williams left with North Carolina, I thought that was the craziest thing in the world. I remember crying because Carmelo. No, it wasn't Carmelo. Yeah, it was Melo. Beat them in 2003.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I was so hurt. Well, no. Because who lost to Illinois? Somebody lost to Illinois, maybe, but it must have been Carmelo that year. I remember Carmelo.
Illinois, I know they played North Carolina in the championship.
Maybe that was
Williams' first championship in North Carolina.
And D. Brown fucked them up.
Darren Williams.
Yeah, all those guys. So it was, I remember when Carmelo beat KU, because it was Kirk Heinrich and all those guys, and I was hurt, bro. I was in 4th grade, mad.
Was Cole Aldridge on that team?
No way. Way before it. But, but then when Roy Williams left, I liked North Carolina. And so I just always kind of rocked North Carolina since then. So I don't really, it's not like football where like I know, but like basketball, I got a couple that I.
You got who's some of your favorite college players you done seen?
Oh man, obviously, Michael Beasley was a dog.
Bucky Gill.
Trash man. He used to just get everything around the offensive boards and just put it back up.
But get buckets too.
Yeah, he was crazy. Tyler Hansborough was one that I really liked. Psycho T was crazy. But then you go like Aaron Miles was one at KU. J.R. Giddens was one at KU too before he went to New Mexico. So yeah, college hoops was definitely. And then like Matt Breyer at Wichita State, I thought he was the coldest dude.
You know who was like Anthony Early, Cole.
Yeah.
Anthony Early, dog.
Jacob Pullen.
Carl Hall.
Jacob Pullen, Cole.
Yeah, bro.
Shelvin Mack.
What about, what's the name had a cold year? Buddy Hield?
Oh,
his run at Oklahoma. They had him and Perry had a crazy game at KU that one night. They both went for
double
they went for like 8, I feel like they went for like 80 combined or some shit like that. Them niggas, they was definitely hooping that night.
Another note for NCAA, a team that I don't like because they stole it from us, but Florida 06-07 team gotta be noteworthy. Corey Brewer, Joakim Noah, Al Horford.
How do you get all them players on one team?
I don't know, and then get them to come back and not take money.
Because Chandler Parsons was on one of them teams, wasn't he?
Possibly.
Chandler Parsons was on one of them teams.
He might have been a freshman on the second year, maybe something like that.
So you get all them NBA players on one team. It's crazy. Kentucky had all those players, and like we see Calipari, they advance it now and they play it now. But he didn't have all them players, and he only got one championship out of that Kentucky run. But you only get out, Then I also feel like you got them for 1 year. You got a whole bunch of freshmen all the time. It's hard to build that chemistry to win. Most of the time, the older teams win.
Yeah.
So I don't know. He didn't have so much talent though to come to that school.
And now he's doing it in Arkansas.
Now you see Arkansas winning, and KU get bounced out in the first round.
He was supposed to be, and I just now realized this today because I guess the Ohio State fans are livid, but he wanted to come to Ohio State over Arkansas.
Really?
He wanted to coach for Ohio State basketball, and they wouldn't pay him.
Yeah, I never knew that. I didn't even know.
Niggas is Buckeye Twitter is up and
we probably could have got Bryce if that happened.
Possibly, yeah. I mean, a lot probably could have happened, but I mean, missed opportunity.
Yeah. With KU's first round exit, what do y'all think of? How are we feeling about KU right now?
I remember the last time I seen them this shitty was when it was that same year with Michael Beasley, Davidson with Curry. I think they lost to Iowa North or Northern Iowa.
Ali Farouk-Manesh.
Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah. A lot of people don't remember that, but
crazy
I do.
pool.
Yeah. And this feels like that year. This is not the worst KU team that they ever had because they made the tournament, had a chance, but they got a down year.
Yeah.
They paid a lot of money for that team, though.
Well, them transfers, I mean, shit. They give Ohio State football so much shit about that, man. You bring them transfers in, it's still about the culture.
That's the thing. And that's the thing. Like, they are the other side of it. You spent, Dickinson was getting paid, and then Storr was getting some bread to come there. Mayo, all these guys that they get. The big man, yeah. You're thinking, on paper, this team, when they were preseason number one, they were preseason number one for a reason. They didn't perform. And that's just what it comes down to. And it kind of goes to show. I think we're seeing right now, especially in the tournament, like you are seeing, we didn't see that many upsets this year. I mean, there was no way a 116 was going to happen. That was because NIL. Like, you're not, the 116 upset, to me.
If there was somebody that was good enough on the 16, they would be on one of the seeds.
The gap is just wider now at that. Now we're seeing some more competitive games that we're going further, so maybe it'll get more interesting. But we haven't seen that many upsets. And I think part of it is because the gap there is because you have guys who are like, I'm about to come play for this cash now.
Sure.
Like, let's do something. But KU's the anomaly. They stunk the house up this year. And I don't know. You got to look at it, and you start over next year. Like, those guys are gone. Hunter Dickinson's gone. DeJuan Harris is gone. Zeke Mayo.
And not to put a name to it, but DeJuan Harris, he was on the national championship team. He was a freshman, right?
He was like a sophomore, I think. He was a point guard. He started.
He was a starter. He never really developed into the
He
next
averaged 9
step.
points a game.
Yeah. He never took the next step. You need good guards to win in March.
I think KU's biggest downfall is they didn't have a guy, right? They didn't have somebody where, like, okay, we down 4 with a minute left. I know where I'm going. You look at all those championship teams, right? They had Ochai. You look at even CB. You had Jalen Wilson. You had Frank. You had Wayne. You had all these guys, Perry. You had guys who, crunch time, I know I got to get a bucket. This is where I'm going. And nobody had that role. And so when to that, to say, when you do a guy like a DeJuan Harris, who to me, who has always been like a floor general, like he's great when he can set up other, because somebody said there was games when he would get 6 points but have like 12 dimes.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of player he was. And then you turn around, okay, yeah, you're the old guy now, you got to go score. And he's like, whoa, why me? And then Kendrick Adams is never an offensive liability or threat. Let's be for real. Like he's a Draymond archetype, with a lot more athletic, but offensively, they didn't have somebody who was like, imagine if Caleb Love or somebody like that caliber of player was on that KU roster, right? It makes them look a lot different.
Yeah, even though stuff was saying like they didn't went to the drawing board with the transfer portal and they haven't fit. You got people who fit the structure of what they're trying to build.
Yeah.
Then they got people who like they seem good on paper or whatever, but when they get them in the building, it doesn't fit what they're trying to do. So. Yeah, it's back to. I'm not a KU fan. I like to see KU do bad. So
Me too.
I don't give a fuck. But I do feel like when they get what round they get bounced last year? Not first round. I feel like they've let down a couple years in a row. I feel like Bill Self. I mean, you got that not lifetime contract, but shit, damn near.
I feel like they either win it or it's a letdown.
Right.
They'll
never get to like the Final Four.
Yeah, they're not like Duke.
Well, they got to.
I don't like Duke either. But
they got to that Final Four and got thrashed on by the Nova boys that one year.
Oh, but that year Nova smoked everybody.
Yeah,
nobody was beating Nova.
They couldn't miss. But yeah. March Madness is definitely one of the best times of the year. So we talked about Bronny last week. He came out and had his career high 17 points.
He did. Bronny, I apologize. I didn't recognize your game.
17 points.
No, he had the 40 and the G.
Yeah,
that's why I say he's capable.
He's getting better.
Yeah, it's confidence at this point.
But I like the clips definitely was like okay. He felt like he pulling up. He got hitting pull up threes. He got to the rack. Okay.
He don't take bad shots, which is good.
He can't though.
Yeah,
he not this time. He can't.
At least not long.
Yeah, JJ Redick would definitely pull his ass right out there quick.
And that's good because he need to coach him. He need to be able to coach him and not just have. Now that's what I would have a problem with if LeBron was like telling the Lakers, you need to do this, that, and the third for my son. Giving him the opportunity is one thing, but like trying to make sure he gets shit that he's not supposed to is completely different.
Yeah. So I've been seeing like I wouldn't even say other podcasts in the city, just other podcasts in general, and they get guests and like I'm not gonna say people pay for their guests, but people do pay for guests. Like, of course, like there's artists or people that have a high stature that you would pay for to get them on your platform, right?
Absolutely.
Well, the first question is, what do y'all feel about paying for people to come onto the pod?
I ain't got it. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
I don't got it. If you want to pull up, talk shop on the workshop, you're more than welcome. What do you want to talk about? I mean, I don't think that one day, maybe we'll have it to where we'll have people who want to be on the workshop. Just not right now. That stature of people. Yeah. But no, I'm chilling. I'm good. I can't afford it. It's not in the budget. I have a budget.
It's not in the workshop budget.
It's not in the workshop budget right now. Buy some merch. Maybe it could be in the workshop budget one day.
Church.
What do you think about it?
It's your fault.
Well, I think we had talked about it probably like 2, 3, 4, 5 months ago that, we have guests and then the views either are lower or they're around the same. All our most viewed episodes are the ones with us on it. So if there was more benefit to it, maybe. But I think the people that watch it because they want to see us talk, not because we've had some interesting guests too. I love all the guests, shout out to all of y'all, but it it wasn't no spark or no spike or nothing like that happened from having a guest.
Not views. There's spike we get it from Instagram followers, likes and stuff like that. They that's where they come in. I feel like more rather than going to viewing. I feel like it probably will spike more if we got somebody that was like has a good YouTube following.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's where their demographic is like YouTube and they have a whole bunch of subscribers and stuff.
Absolutely.
See, in my thing, I'm cool on that. I think paying for guests just because like I want people to come on here and want to be on this motherfucker.
Yeah,
you know
for
what I'm saying?
sure.
Like it's nothing against it. If you got that in your budget, if you can pay for people to come on your podcast and and you can pay for followers and pay for likes and shit like that. If that's your thing, you can do that. Go for it. I'm not hating, but that's just not in my jurisdiction. That's not in my ministry.
I don't got it.
I want people on here who want to be on here. You know what I'm saying? And it's not. I feel like once you pay,
when do you stop?
Exactly. Now we paying for ads. Now we paying
That's
for
a little
followers.
different.
Now,
different.
But now we paying for followers.
Yeah, it's a little.
And I'm not paying you to come have a conversation. Unless it's gonna automatically. I know this is about the gym. I just want you to want to come on because when you come on, it's a more authentic conversation. You're more open. You're more willing to talk about things rather than I pay you and you sitting here just to fulfill a check.
Yeah, you at work.
You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, okay, now am I hounding you for you to, collab on a post?
Yeah.
Am I hounding you to comment, post it on your story? You know what I'm saying? I paid, and you're not even engaging with the conversation.
Yeah.
You come on here, you on the workshop, that's just like to future guests as well. It's like if you come on here, I expect you to be fully engaged in
100%
everything that comes afterwards.
Yeah.
You said it. I'm not about to put anything out that makes you look crazy, but you said it. I'm definitely about to put out some shit that's going to engage the audience on the episode, like to watch the episode though. So you can't. I'm gonna put out what you said unless you come at me afterwards and like, hey, I don't like the woo. Can we cut this out?
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, we can do that. I'm not saying I'm gonna put out some shit that you don't want to put out, but I feel like the quality of the guests is more important than like not even quantity, but like the quality of the conversation is more important than the quality of the guests.
Yeah.
I'd rather have somebody on here that got 200 followers. We gonna have a dope ass conversation. We gonna talk about some shit. Like, we gonna have some laughs, talk about some dope ass conversation right now. If somebody 200,000 followers, I'm prying to get shit out of you. Forcing laughs, Yeah. And I feel like, well, you just never know until we get into the space when we start running through that again. So
we'll see. But time and space now. It'll happen. If it happens, it happens.
If it happens, it happens.
And if you want to be on the pod, what do you want to talk about?
Pay us again. How about that?
You heard the man. But no, what do you want to talk about? Like, I think that's the biggest thing for me. Like, what do you?
Yeah.
Because it's definitely like good conversation. Like, we don't want to just put people up and be like, here's what I have, this is what I do, this is what I'm promoting. Like, no, like, what I want to know. It's like going back to like good storytelling, talking to people, learning about people. That's at the core of it all. So the more we do that, the better off it is.
For sure. Because, I'm not about to be, Because even if somebody's like, I want somebody to come on and they like not hitting me back, I'm not about to be like, keep hitting you like, hey, can you come on? Hey, can you come on?
No, we're good. It's okay.
It's all right. Yeah. Take your time. Take our talents elsewhere.
Yeah.
But who was like? Then I was gonna say who is like a dream guest? Maybe not a dream, but like somebody that's like, okay, realistically, I feel like we can get them on the podcast. Let's see.
I'm about to say Zendaya. Hey, but
over that too. Hey,
we can't get her on the pod.
Realistically, I have no idea, but
or a dream.
I would love for Cat Williams to come on this bitch.
Okay, Cat Williams.
I would love to do like a duo interview with Cat Williams and Kevin Hart. A face down between them, we could just mediate.
Fire.
That would break the internet.
Yeah.
Shannon Sharp, if you still that idea. We would say we'll see you in court, but you probably have a lot more lawyers than we do.
I don't think Kevin Hart would do Shannon's podcast. Yeah, I don't think he would do it at this point. But maybe.
You have a dream or ideal?
I think it would be cool if we got like keeping with the Wichita theme we talked about last week. Barry Sanders would be cool. To have a conversation with him.
That'd be fucking wicked.
That'd be tight.
Barry Sanders, holy shit.
That'd be wild. Probably Denzel Washington would be cool. You imagine
hella
the game,
hella
game he would kick.
Hands off of me.
Yeah,
he'd be like, I'm from round the way.
Yeah, he dropping hella gems.
That's see, I left the spot because I was listening to the Denzel quote.
Oh, before the devil got there.
I leave 15 minutes before the devil get there.
Yeah,
every single
niggas
time.
Got maced and jumped on R&B night.
But guess who wasn't there? You're right.
I would love to have Denzel come on here, but I don't want it. I don't need no fucking advice. I'm gonna be honest. Fuck your advice,
man.
But you're saying fuck your advice to Denzel Washington?
It's fine.
The nigga probably get the best advice ever. I want to hear about the stories you're working, doing the movies and shit.
Yeah.
I want to hear about your life. I don't want no fucking advice. Spare me on the fucking advice.
Darv's about to be nodding his head.
I want both. Maybe both. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. A good mixture.
Yeah, some niggas will take the knowledge, man. I'm good.
That's the thing about advice.
Some niggas will tell you they want it and lying to you is knowing they don't.
Oh, man, yeah. You got to take everybody's advice with a grain of salt.
Oh, no.
Everybody's advice can't be, what? If I listen to everybody's advice that I got, what?
I'll be in the world of trouble. Mm-hmm. That's why usually I just let people talk and then I'll figure it out eventually.
You say something that's gonna pique my interest, and I tell people, I'm like, you know what? I appreciate you sharing that. Like, but if it's just like if you rambling or you tell me what you think I want to hear or what you would do in my situation if you were me, that's great. Like, because I feel like then it's like you are giving me something that you want me to hear for your sake. Not something like, hey, bro, like, what do you need in the situation? Like, if you don't ask me that, and then you just be like, well, this is what I would do. I'm like, I'm cool, bro.
That's why I never, because, and that's my thing, especially when people are having problems with like maybe relationship problems or stuff like that. It's like, I can't tell you what to do because I'm not in your shoes. You and your girl, y'all might share a car. You can't break up with her because you ain't got no. If y'all break up, ain't nobody got no transportation at work. You might have to put up with that for a little bit longer. Y'all got kids together. I don't got no kids with these women. I can, I can't. You can't cut them off as fast as I could, because I would be like, hey, I'll be done with it. I'm done. Wipe my hands with it. I'm done.
Crazy.
But you can't take my advice because I'm a single man. I ain't got no kids. I ain't got no obligations to nobody,
That's real.
And especially with work. Like some people have different loyalties to their jobs than, some people would. If somebody got you fucked up, I'll just be like, hey man, find something else to do. Yeah. But don't listen to me because your resume might not be long enough for you to go get another job. Now you mad at me.
Yeah.
So I try to preface people before you want advice from me.
You always enjoy advice, but I don't know though.
But that's just me.
That's just me. That's what I would do. Yeah.
Do what you want with that, man.
But I hate unsolicited advice though. Speaking of advice, I hate when people you just talking. Like maybe you just having a conversation and be like, yeah, you should do this, or you need to do, or women that come over your house or they come over to your spot, like, oh, you need I don't know, you need some art on your walls.
Are you buying it?
That's what I'm saying. Don't ask me. Don't give me no advice if you're not supplying the missing piece. I'm cool with what I got.
It'll get there eventually.
You need some decorative hand rags, hand towels.
Oh yeah, for the bathroom.
For the bathroom.
Right.
There's a hand towel right there. You can dry your hands, right? What you need? What they need to be decorated for?
But you're not supposed to wipe your hands on the decorative towels.
But I'm saying, I just unsolicited advice.
Yeah. I get you. Now I will tell you unsolicited advice. I always find myself in a situation where I judge niggas or I judge people. So I'll be like, why the fuck you do that? Or I'll be like, what is this? Or whatever that is.
That's not advice though.
But this is it. They'll be like, well, what the fuck would you have done? What you would have done?
But then they ask you.
Well, they're asking because I prompted them. I didn't prompt them to ask me, but I made a comment that made them ask me, Not intentionally, but I get that a lot too.
No, I mean... Or when people I've never had this happen to me, but people walk up to people at the gym and start giving them advice on what they working now, or their form, or their form and shit like that.
Because I don't need your fucking help, bro. If I wanted your help, I would have fucking got up and asked, bro. Shut up, Jim, bro. Shut up, Jim, bro.
What if he just bro, I really now? What if okay, we've all worked out in some capacity, maybe not as recent. But if you see somebody just over there, just squatting with 3 plates, and they are about to break their back, you just gonna be like,
"That's on them."
That's not my space.
Crazy.
That's on them.
Hey, bro, you need a spot here, but you just spot you good, my guy.
If he asked for a spot, I ain't got no problem.
That's real.
But no, man, I'm
you
not
would?
prompted it.
No, I don't think I would offer. I would just be. I'm a people watcher. I'm watching.
I'm watching. Just in case they like do something, I'm gonna go help.
Yeah, when you do crash, I'm gonna be like, oof.
You're better than me.
You just judge
Don't
them?
go to the gym if you don't know what the fuck you doing in there.
You gotta start somewhere.
You should have watched a video or seen something. It's too much information.
Tutorial.
There's too much free information.
And it's ego. Why the fuck is you putting 3 plates on this motherfucker?
There's a lot of people who ego lift nowadays, bro.
But that shit ain't cool. That shit'll get you fucked up.
You're right.
That'll tear your head meat, rupture that quad. You be looking like Vince McMahon trying to get in that ring.
Okay. Now you got calling work tomorrow.
Now you calling in to work, and they were like, "Why you got hurt on the job?" And I'm like, "No, I got hurt working out." When the last time you worked out? 5 years ago? Maybe you shouldn't have did it, bro.
What made you start now?
Yeah.
Trying to turn a new leaf, man.
Trying to turn a new leaf, man. They got his ass in there on the new year.
Trying to get the shorty now.
Yeah, he trying to get Shorty. Shorty said she only mess with a nigga that's a certain weight.
Yeah, she only like fit niggas.
You gotta work out to get with Shorty.
Oh no.
What?
That's diabolical.
Yeah. Keep your advice. Keep your unsolicited advice to yourself.
Yeah, no, I don't need it.
Yeah, I don't need it. No.
But I mean, if it's the homie, and like if it's y'all and we talking, and like, okay, if y'all was like, hey, bro, like if I'm tweaking and there's people like that I know and I trust, sometimes you gotta be like, you gotta get the fuck out your own way. But if it's like a coworker or let's just use the coworker example. Sometimes people at church be giving me some unsolicited advice. It's a stranger. It'd be weird at church because I'm like, yeah, I get like, you're my elder because you're older than me, right?
Yeah.
But I'm like, I know you don't know that I know that behind the scenes,
right?
You live a wild life.
You can't do that at church because when I was younger, it was some people at church I ain't know shit about them. But then when I got older, my mama tell me this person. You can't say shit at church. I'm like, yo, you shouldn't be in here right now.
Should you be here?
You shouldn't be out there.
Nah, for sure. Don't be. You ain't so high and mighty outside these church walls. Yeah,
you need to be down here in the pews.
Yeah, no facts. Or like you'll be like, I'm not. You giving me a relationship advice? What relationship? You'd have been in that work. You giving me gym advice? You've been in the gym 5 years. You got the same body type still. You telling me how to play basketball, nigga? I ain't never seen you make a jumper.
You gotta check your sources. That's the biggest thing I learned in my time in college. Check your sources. Always verify your sources.
MLA format when
MLA
MLA, Chicago, Chicago style. These niggas, man. You gotta verify.
Hey man, speaking of college, in high school, niggas had us writing Cornell notes.
Yeah.
In high school, writing Cornell notes, phone lines, drawing lines, putting the topics, subtopics. Niggas went to college and ain't do none of that shit.
Yeah, niggas was trying to shorthand shit so they could, get it out quick before this nigga hit the slide. Because
you didn't want to be like, hey, go back. I didn't ever want to be that nigga.
Yeah. The niggas wouldn't go for it. They be
because you went to a big school because they was moving on. See, I was a small school. Like, can you go back, please?
Yeah, because I'll ask a nigga to go back, but after they tell you fuck no, like you should have got it. Like, all right, well, I ain't asking no more.
Yeah, they done shot you down for the whole semester type shit. Nah, for sure. Is there anything y'all need to get off your chest?
Anything to get off the chest? I was going to talk about Ohio State basketball, but I kind of mentioned it. We should have had John Calipari. That's ass.
Walmart money.
The weather here in Wichita is getting back to that Midwest shit. Sometimes it's warm, sometimes it's cold. I'm not ready for summer. I'm ready for spring to really jump into effect. I'm trying to see some rain maybe, for it to heat up just a little bit. But the weather, I mean, when you in the Midwest, you get what you get and you don't throw a fit. Shit's sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of chilling. I think I just need to go into my villain era, get back into the wearing the black hat. I'm a terrible person.
You got it on.
Depending on who you ask. I have a black hat on for a reason. So I'm just gonna embrace it. Like, I'm tired of
being a nice guy, being a good guy.
I just don't care anymore. Like, I'm just do my own thing. Like, if you're there, you're there. If you're not, you're not. Because at the end of the day, One of my favorite quotes is like, "You'll always be the villain in someone else's narrative." And so I'm not clearing up no rumors unless you. I saw this online. Unless you say I'm out here eating potato salad, then I'm clearing that up.
You don't fuck with potato salad?
No potato salad, coleslaw.
Yeah. Unless you say out here fucking with spaghetti, I ain't clearing nothing up.
I don't fuck with spaghetti either.
You don't like spaghetti? No. What does spaghetti do to y'all?
Man.
Niggas turn spaghetti. It's supposed to be an Italian delicacy. Now it's a hood struggle, man.
Yeah.
You know, you make it, you eating it for a week.
And willingly making spaghetti over lasagna is just sick work. Like sick work.
Yeah, lasagna got a little bit more ingredients, but I don't like tomatoes. So just a pasta with just tomato sauce and hamburger meat, I'm cool on it. Call it what you want.
About an hour ago, me and the homie G.Y.A.G had some mac and cheese that has some tomatoes in it.
Yeah, tomatoes and bacon.
Almost put the server through the fucking table.
3D, nigga.
Yeah. Build this motherfucker through this table real quick.
Yeah. So you putting on that black hat?
Yeah, 100%.
Villain mode?
Yeah, just it is what it is, and not even like just a dramatic change. I'm just like.
Yeah,
I think
sparing people.
You spend so much time, sparing and just like trying to do so much and for what, right?
For what,
like
facts.
It's just kind of like, bro. Again, everything is true unless I'm out here eating potato salad or coleslaw or mustard packets or something like outlandish. Because it's like I don't got time, and I would rather put that time into me.
Yeah.
And like try to figure out what it is I'm actually supposed to be doing, and not to be like clearing out. You said something about me, or how do you feel about me, bro?
Yeah.
I don't got time.
Yeah, like you said, let them. Power, let them. Yeah, because I mean, at the end of the day, people would say whatever the hell they want to about me. They can have whatever narrative. They done had this experience with me, but if you ain't really sat there and like got to know me or been like one of my friends, somebody I hadn't cared about, then you don't know how the fuck I really am for real.
Yeah.
Behind this podcast shit, Instagram, like all that shit is a facade. You know what I'm saying? I do this shit for the camera and the mic. Like what I say is real, and I really do feel like it is me. But like, nigga, if you see me out in public, I'm not doing all this shit. I'm very in my own space, in my own bubble, you know? So of course people will say shit about you, do shit about you. It's like you ain't really experienced me if you got a whole bunch of negative shit to say about me, you know? What I need to get off my chest is that people be like, you gotta watch the people that be hyping themselves up. You gotta watch the people that talk about themselves as such just glowing light. Like, I'm this, I do that. You gonna love it here, you do this, and then in real life, this is total opposite. I actually hate it here. You actually don't do anything of the stuff you said. You're not this person at all. Mm-hmm. You said communication was key. You feel some type of way about something. I don't know nothing about it.
Yeah.
You prioritizing your mental health. You prioritizing this, but you're not working on that in real life. It just sounds good when it comes out your mouth. You saying you done with your old exes, your partners and stuff. They still in your phone. Like, so you just gotta watch out for people that hype themselves up so much that, that aren't humble. That talk themselves up a big game. You ain't gotta bring them down a notch, but just watch how they move and take it at that. Cause I'm gonna let people talk. If that's how you feel about yourself, I'm gonna let you say it and I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna nod my head. That's, but it's really about who you are outside of that. So
Brax was saying, he back on he's on this villain arc. I seen, and we was talking about this, John Cena going over to the heel role.
Yeah,
that nigga's terrible at the fucking heel. You are fucking horrible.
When I thought that was fire.
When he was talking with that red shirt on, that nigga was terrible.
Yeah,
John Cena, you need to be the good guy. He broke up with us. Yeah.
That's like, my love life so bad. John Cena broke up with me.
I'm dead, but I was not a fan.
I didn't think
I'm not a fan of the heel John Cena. I was, now mind you, It could just be me, but I wasn't a fan of John Cena when he was the good guy. So,
Okay, so you can't be over here.
If niggas want to say I'm biased, say it. I mean, I'll accept that. But I did not think he was a good heel. I live for the heel role. Like, I mean, this
is his first time. That was his first promo. I liked the promo.
You did?
I liked it because I watched the whole. I mean, I was watching the episode. I watched.
I know you keep up with it.
I watched it. Yeah. So I think because it's like what else side could he use? Like, it's hard for him to pull a narrative out of this, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, okay.
He tried.
Okay, yeah.
I gotta see some more. I'm gonna give him the chance. I'm gonna
he
give
was
him
like, you deserve nothing.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
He said, y'all want a new song?
I'm not
new
switching
clothes.
my song.
I'm not switching nothing. You gonna get what you earned. Which is nothing.
Crazy.
Yeah. Oh, John Cena. I'm glad to see.
I just saw him in them therapeutic ass shoes though. He used the word the Puma pumps. Like he used the word. He used to be stepping. Yeah. Nah, somebody was like he ain't changing, so he can sell them weak ass shirts and hats still, and wristbands. He trying to get that merch off. The funniest part though, when he was like, "This kid right here is in a toxic relationship," and the kid was looking like.
Think what?
Did you see that shit? Did you see that part?
I don't think so. I just think I seen the meme of the kid, people like using his face and stuff, but I didn't know what it was.
Yeah, he was like, I have to show you when I'm done. He was like, I'm in a toxic relationship with all of you. You, this guy right here. This guy right here, he's like, this kid. I'm in a toxic relationship. And the kid just got all this John Cena shit.
Yeah, that's what I seen that though.
He just bought this shit because it has the city's name on it, bro. And it's like a European tour. This shit is funny as fuck. But yeah, bro, wrestling is at an all-time high right now. I'm not even I'll be on some nerdy shit. I don't give a fuck. I'll watch wrestling still. I just started again.
I'm gonna be honest. Wrestling is awesome.
But cause like niggas be like, y'all watch reality TV. Niggas will get on TV and watch Zeus Network. Niggas watch Aaron the Plumber pop the balloon. Niggas watch 20v1s. You a grown ass man watching 20v1.
Or a grown woman. Let's be real. Right?
I don't care about the women. They can do what they gonna do. I mean, they gonna like what if I come over and I got WWE on, they might judge. But if they like you enough, they don't give a fuck. Mm-hmm. You niggas is watching 20v1s pop the balloons for hours. But if I watch WWE, I'm a nerd. I'm lame. If I watch anime, I'm lame. Hey.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that falls in that category. But my thing with wrestling is it's the longest running television series ever. Mm-hmm. Over 1,000 episodes, probably like around like 1,200 realistically, probably more. And they didn't have new ownership. They finally and it seemed like once they got rid of Vince McMahon, the motherfuckers got better. They brought in some of the old people to help them out, and they just doing it.
And they on Netflix.
Right.
Where's
and
Dwayne?
They on Netflix. Yeah.
He in there?
Johnson.
He in there?
I haven't watched wrestling.
He back. Him and John Cena forming a faction.
And that's one thing though. Niggas love The Rock and niggas love John Cena, but let them old niggas go, man. The Rock been in this shit for so long, but
think about it though. When we was watching, nigga Ric Flair was 70 doing this shit.
Yeah, the Nature Boy, yeah, he was.
Niggas was old as Undertaker was old as shit when we was watching, but niggas don't know because they never took a break though. We know The Rock because he done been in all these movies and shit. So who's the best actor out of the WWE? Batista, John Cena, or The Rock?
Batista, and it's not close.
Yeah, not close.
It's not close.
Yeah.
John Cena is
second.
Yeah, but Dwayne plays The Rock in every movie.
Yeah,
there's not a movie
he's never Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah, I like The Rock.
I like him in Ballers.
Yeah, no, that show was fire. Ballers was the show. Have you seen it?
It's a show, and he's playing The Rock in that bitch. That nigga that used to play football, and now he got a different occupation. The Rock. That nigga play The Rock in every movie he's ever been in. I'm not hating because
get your money.
Bull-cool Benz. Bull-cool Benz. I'm not mad at you.
Black Adam.
Yeah, Black Adam. That's probably
Super Rock.
Super Rock, exactly. Yeah. And he did the eyebrow. The nigga got to do the eyebrow. The nigga got to do something along the right. Got to call a nigga Rudy Poo or something. Like that. I'll whoop your candy ass. He The Rock and everything, but yeah, definitely Dave Bautista. Shout out to Dave.
Braxton, I don't want to hear for now on. The term "get you a G.Y.A.G" is banned.
Why is it banned when it's the truth?
Don't get you a Grace.
Okay.
Get you a Grayson is officially banned from the podcast.
It's never banned.
We are banned. I've been going on. I've been driving 3 months. I'm about to relapse, gang.
You about to relapse?
So, ladies, you hear he's about to relapse.
You about to relapse on coochie?
Yeah. It's been a whole year, gang. Not a year. This is the start of the year.
You about to relapse on coochie?
I'm trying to go strong. I'm trying to, stick this thing out. I'm not trying to stick that thing in.
Okay. I thought I was going the other way. I thought you was feeling like Pookie, like
no. It's not, and I've got to the point where I'm standing I'm good. Don't get you a Grace. Get you a Darvin. It's new.
I'm not.
We transitioning.
I'm not, man.
He said,
I would take any coochie that's long this way.
I am trying to stick this thing out, not stick this thing in.
Yeah, that niggas be saying some wild shit.
It don't make sense.
It does, bro.
Maybe that's the problem.
It shouldn't make sense.
There it is. Maybe that's
man. Look, I'm just saying, man. I'm officially my dating days are over. I'm retired. It's not because I'm taken. It's because I give up.
I'm gonna give y'all niggas an update on this maybe in like a few weeks.
How you gonna give me an update?
Give it a couple episodes.
How you gonna give me an update? If Braxton, if anybody give you an update closer, it'd be Braxton.
We needed to get the proper update whenever you said you wasn't drinking for a month.
I didn't drink.
He claimed that shit, but I wasn't,
Yeah.
I couldn't verify it.
Hey, man, look. If it wasn't seen, then it can't be told.
Church.
So, hey, so, again, before we get up out of here, like, subscribe, give us a follow, tell a friend, tell a girlfriend, tell your homeboys, watch this in the smoke session and tell all your homies to subscribe to us afterwards. Grace and Sunday service is coming up again tomorrow, but this won't be out. So Sundays, Grace and Sunday service, 8 o'clock. Give us a call in, voice your opinion, tell us something you need to talk about, a topic. You can call in anonymous. You can do it like shout out the love of your life. Like this is what was it on 93.5? Sunday night slow jams. You can come on there and bring everything to the altar. Like we do. You can be a part of the workshop. Just give us a call. Or you can just tune in and hear us talk the shit,
You can tithe, put something in a collection plate.
Exactly. Pour something into the church.
See these lights? They gotta stay on. So
yeah. Mm-hmm. Pour something into the church, man.
Church is crazy.
Church,
anywhere for
church need a new roof.
Yeah. Grace and Sunday service. Get you some merch. Hats are on the way. And yeah.